Welcome back to A Touch of Gray Matter. I'm your host, Dave Sokolowski. As always, I'm with Barry 3D Carter, Thomas Patrice, and our Make-A-Wish doctor, Zulf Ali. We'd like to thank Jaybird Digital Arts for making us look so good here and everything.
Fancy.
We'd also like to thank our fans that have been watching us and supporting us and
thank you
coming back. And you know what? It would be so much better that each week we're getting better at this and whatnot. And eventually what will happen is because we get together every Monday night when we record 4 shows. And we do a show, we take a break, we banter back and forth, we do a show, we take a break, we banter back and forth, we do a show, take a break, banter back and forth. And one day we're going to catch on and change our fucking backgrounds during the breaks as opposed to when I'm doing the fucking introductions. You fucking asshole. Like, Jesus Christ. Look what I can fucking do. And I'm sure nobody will fucking notice
hey, I want
either.
a brick wall too.
I feel like one of those kids. One of these kids is doing his own thing. One of these kids. I have a brick wall.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna come out and just say it, bro. I fucking hate. Oh, 5.
Yeah, one of these kids is doing their own thing. Take a look at the fucking screen. It's been like this for 2 fucking seasons. One of these kids is doing their own thing. The only time I get a fucking tie in this place is when we bring on a fucking guest. Jesus
the brick wall wasn't in the budget. It wasn't in the budget.
I feel fucking horrible. I'm the only person without a background. It doesn't matter that there's only one white guy here throughout the whole thing. And when we go off speaking Jamaican, everybody's just kind of looking at us.
Me too. I was with you, Dave.
You?
I became white so quick. I was like, I don't know what the guys are saying.
Yeah. Okay, Zolf, you become white so quick at the border.
I just heard bye, John. I was like, gee. Yo, straight up, fucking hate people. I fucking hate writers. I fucking hate fucking Netflix. Binge watch this amazing show, Peaky Blinders. You gotta get through with the first couple episodes. The show is fucking phenomenal. And in the end, they fucking leave you with your own fucking interpretation of the fucking end. Why the fuck do writers do that? I just want to sit there. I didn't want to put work into this fucking show. Every season has 6 episodes, okay? 30 episodes in. And in the end, you figure the shit out. I don't want to figure shit out. I want to watch a show. I fucking invested fucking 30 episodes. Give me the fucking results. I had to Google this motherfucker, and everybody had their own rendition towards it. Why? You know what? They fucking started this with Lost. Remember Lost? 6 fucking seasons. You guys remember Lost? Fucking show? 6 seasons. What happened in the end? The fuckers were dreaming. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. They were all fucking dreaming that shit. Right? Then came Game of Thrones. The writer decides, fuck it, I made too much money. You guys figure shit out. They start fucking it up and left it at your interpretation. Why the fuck do writers do this? I swear to God, if they do this with The Walking Dead, I will fuck. It's my fault. Someone's fucking ass. I will fuck it. Yeah.
You don't dare talk about The Walking Dead. Leave it alone. Don't jinx it. I had to leave that shit and come back. No, I was saying my piece. I had to leave that shit and come back. And I finally caught up. Don't you say nothing about The Walking Dead.
Why? Why do they fucking do? What is this new fad that you figure the ending out? Motherfucker, if I wanted to figure the ending out, I would watch porn because I knew how that fucking thing ends. Right? Someone's coming somewhere.
No, but you know what? They did that with The Sopranos.
Yep. And
but they would cut the guys mid-sentence too. You had to figure out what he's saying.
Yeah, but you know what? They finally came out with The Sopranos, and the writer finally gave the ending pretty much what happened. Finally, after all
you had closure.
So tell me!
You had closure. There's no closure with this show. This show is so good.
Yeah, but look how far along the show came out and what they said. So the writer finally came out, and he said people are debating that Tony Soprano died in the bathroom. He didn't die in the bathroom. It was back and forth. For anyone, sorry, spoiler alert. Here it comes. You don't want to know. Turn off now.
I don't care.
He dies. Tony Soprano dies in the bathroom. The writer said that the guy that came through the door was a hitman. trying to wrap up some stuff. They did repeat a line that they never do, and the line got repeated twice by one of the other characters. They kind of put it on silently. So when the guy walks in and he walks in the bathroom, Tony looks at him, Tony looks away, and it goes to black, because when you get killed, you don't really hear the bullet coming. You just
you just go black out. Yeah,
you just go right to black, and that's exactly what he said. That Tony Soprano does die officially in the end of The Sopranos.
But why? Why the fuck do writers do that? Like, I just fucking, I've invested so much time and effort. Watch your fucking show, and if I'm watching it on fucking regular TV, HBO, I wait week after week, 5 years down, and you fucking leave me hanging.
Bottom line, they crack under pressure. They build it up, they build it up, and even then the writer behind this, he said, turned around, and he said he had a different scene planned for Tony Soprano dying, and he had this whole thing where he's supposed to get gunshot, go shoot out, whatever case, but he's supposed to die. And then on his way home, he passed the street with this quaint little restaurant, and he was like, "Oh, it'd be kind of cool if he gets his whole family together, goes there, and then get, shot." But then it just fades to black, because what happened with Sopranos, you see, with your shows, Peaky Blinders,
Peaky
Blinders. Sorry,
Peaky Blinders. It's a different that's a whole different version.
Barry, this one's gonna drag you down.
On Penn Island.
That's on Pornhub.
Everything's there, man. Right? But
shooting in the eyes.
But with Lost and all that, same thing. The difference is when everyone was watching Sopranos, the show was supposed to go for X amount of time, and then it cut, and then you're like, everyone thought their internet went down or their cable went down, so everyone's like, "Oh shit, what happened? What happened?" There was a lot of people running around, slapping the TV, jiggling the wire, calling up their cable provider. What the fuck? Changing channels. Like, the other channels are still working. Okay. I was one of them.
Now the only difference is, okay, so with The Sopranos and Game of Thrones,
right,
and Lost and all that other fun stuff, those were finales. Those were series finales.
Right.
That means that was the last episode of the show. And I don't want to belittle your anger or anything like that.
I know what you're going to say.
But there's still another season coming for Peaky Blinders.
So they've been saying that for 3 years now. I read about that on Reddit as well.
Yeah, no, but they are actually still, and there's just been delays because
COVID.
They were planning on it. Then COVID happened. Then what's her name? Peg? Polly.
Who? What?
The sister.
Oh, you mean his aunt? Polly.
Yeah. She passed away.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Oh.
So there's been delays. They are still planning on, and that's the thing. It wasn't written as this is the end of the series. It was, this is the end of the season. We're going to be coming back doing more. And then everything just keeps getting in the way. So they might not, but it wasn't like it was planned that
way. Okay.
It's not like they said.
But still with Game of Thrones and fucking
no,
Lost.
Game of Thrones is disgusting.
Yeah, Game of Thrones and Lost and all that other shit. Well, here's one for the people that are older.
Mm-hmm.
That whole fucking Dallas thing.
Yes!
Who shot JR?
Who shot JR?
Oh,
there's even a rap song about
in
that.
The fucking shower
yeah, there's a rap song.
That was evil.
But I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, it's not like they're sitting there and they're intentionally going out, and a lot of them are going, well, this is going to be a little bit different. And some of the times too, you know what? It's just kind of like, you've done this for so long. Now all of a sudden it's kind of like, how do I finish this? Like, how do I just close it off?
Okay, so like I'll tell you. So what I mean.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Jay. Sorry, I was cutting you off. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna be like, like, how do I finish off this series and still make it interesting? Because no matter what, we're going to finish filming, and somewhere along the way, it's going to get leaked out now.
Right.
Because that seems to be the new popular thing as well. So for something like The Sopranos, like, well, how does it end? Well, it just ends.
See, that's the thing. With The Sopranos, I was thinking that there would be a change of power. Tony would get bumped or whacked or whatever.
Right.
But I thought it'd be more like, Tony gets the factions split, and they go to gunfights or whatever, and Tony gets clipped. I thought that's how it's going to happen. But the way it happened, you're sitting there and you're like Barry said, I was one of those people doing this.
What?
I paid my cable bill. So, and also with Game of Thrones, you look at it and you're watching and you're saying, okay, the big battles here, and this is going to be two big clash armies. Then somebody probably said, Rob, we haven't had a clash of armies. Let's have a dragon fly around and burn the city. Let's have him stab his woman. Right, because we can't afford the extras anymore. Like, come on. If you're going to give me an ending that means something. Don't
leave me satisfied.
Ending. You know what I mean? Zolf, get sex out of your head. Stop it, Zolf.
It was legit.
Stop it.
It was legit. As the words came out of my mouth, I was like, here we go again.
No. 3 weeks
No,
ago,
but like it.
the Make-A-Wish kid wanted to be a fucking doctor. Now his wish is just to get fucking laid.
Dr. Love.
I can't get no satisfaction.
So if you are watching this and you're in any way, shape, or form attracted to Zolf, drop him a line.
Any way, shape, or form.
He's breathing.
Holds a goal.
Holds a goal.
No, but like it's shameless. Okay, season 5, the head actress said she wanted to leave the show because she'd done it for 6 years. She's like, hey, I want to be out of this.
Right.
So they wrote her they wrote it in the show that okay, she's now moving on with her life. She leaves the city, and so they had a proper closure for her. We had as an audience member, as a viewer, I was like, okay, I have closure. I know the backstory. She wanted to leave for different projects. 6 years, a long time invested in a project, and she wanted to leave. Fine. They wrote it down really well. She left. The show continued. The show sucked after that. But they brought in more writers, and now the show's back up. Like crazy, the craziness is back up again. Right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You guys follow the American Shameless, not the British.
Yeah, I was following it, but I haven't caught up.
Right,
on
yeah.
so
We're still waiting for the new season kicking, right?
Mm.
Same with Billions, right? Billions again was a little messed up, then fucking went dry, then again back on its track. That's what I'm saying. Like when these shows are going, you're so invested in it. Why do they fucking leave it to your, hey, Mr. Viewer, you tell me how I want to close it. Okay. I'll fucking write to you and tell you. And then they have these talk shows after that doing like The Walking Dead has the Talking Dead.
That's Talking Dead, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Talking Dead after a while.
Game of Thrones used to have their version of it. I can't remember what's it called.
Right.
Shameless had their version. Yeah, Star Trek had theirs. So you would get some of the things in the scene, like you'd be like, okay, I get it. Now I understand this. This is what makes it. Well, this was the symbolism I missed on. I get it. The show has more depth meaning to it. You're more connected to it. But to leave you high and dry, bro, that's just a bad marriage.
But you know what? I'll say this, right? And I think maybe we all can relate. I'll speak for myself. As comedians, we've performed, we've seen, right? And a lot of times, and I can say for myself personally, I can write my set, and my set I can start off strong and I can keep going. And then the ending of the set, you always want and you envision in your mind that you're going to do that one joke that's going to put the crowd over the edge. That
leave it at a high.
Oh my God. And you're like, thank you, good night. And I'm out. Right. But a lot of times you try to do that closer. It might not be as high as that reaction that you want, but you did your best to write it.
Fucking I take drugs.
Right. So the three of us, Thomas tries to have a moment like Adult Swim and go with their kind of, writing style. And we try to follow the classic writing style. All right. So when we get to the end of it, we try to do our best to give it. And I think that's any comedian that does it. But the point is that we commit to our ending. So even sometimes it hits, you're like, yes. And sometimes it doesn't. You're like, try better.
Yeah. But Barry, here's my...
But the thing is, we commit. And I think sometimes the writers, when they get to that point, are afraid to commit and they want to do something shocking. And that's
the difference. Because you're committed, you're like, I'm going to give it my 100%.
Right,
And
but
in
they're
some
so
way, you
caught
will
up.
leave some people, some viewers, some audience members satisfied, saying, "Hey, man, you know what? He didn't give up. I fucking give him points for that." But here, sometimes I'm like, you
But-
figure out the ending. It's like you doing a
but
joke and
that's
halfway
it.
through, you're like,
Yeah,
drop the mic, you're
yeah.
like,
But that's what it
No.
is. It's like they get so caught up that they know, okay, you know what? Episode 1 was this. And then, okay, I'm in the last episode, and every episode, everyone's like, oh, there's a hard hit. There's a hard hit. There's a hard hit. You know, this cast member's died. This person's with this person. This person betrayed that person. Oh my God, what are you going to do for the season finale? And you get there, and it's like, You know,
But
the
we
writer
learn
probably hits
everything.
the whole thing of, well, there's nothing I can write that's going to top the reactions from the past 6, 10, whatever episodes for this season. I know people are invested. I'm going to walk away and just let them have their own imagination. Once they get
Yeah, but hang
But
on.
what
hang
happened-
on.
no, but hold on,
Oh,
hold on,
wait,
hold on.
hang
Okay,
on,
but
hang on.
hold on. So what happens is when they get there, they get so overwhelmed that they walk away. But then what do? Everyone now starts coming up with their theories. So now people are pissed. So now you end up writing the ending of the show for them, because people go on Reddit and it's like, well, in this episode, he said this to this character and this to that character. So I believe in the way he was
But that's
going.
how speculation, right? It's
No,
like,
but
would you start a joke, your ending joke, and leave it halfway through and like tell the audience you finish the joke?
No, not at all, right? But what I'm saying is the writers.
That's my point.
Yeah, and I get your point, but the writers get so overwhelmed.
Challenge accepted.
Wow.
And just because
See you
of
all on
that,
the
come out on
27th.
November 27th and Niagara Falls and watch Dave and finish his joke.
Oh, he would do it.
Nah, no,
But
Dave,
the
no,
whole
but-
thing is, what happens is that people go on Reddit and then people start doing, or on the internet or whatever. Reddit's a very popular forum, and they start going on there and they start coming up with their kind of
yeah,
ideas.
they mix up things. Yeah,
Right,
they
right.
put 2 and 2
But
together.
don't you think the writers are somewhat paying attention to some of those theories? Because what happens is, like I said, Sopranos, a lot of people go and talk to the writer after the show started, and he's like, well, people have this theory, or people are saying this, people are saying that. And he's like, oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Maybe that could work. Right? And then years later, they come up with, well, this is what I really wanted the ending to be, you know, because you helped write it itself. So I think they hit a writer's block. They get nervous. They get stage fright. They see the, you know, deer in the headlights, like, holy crap, how do I top this? What is my topper? This can't top this. This can't top this. People are invested. I rather just let them do their own thing than give them a bad ending where I get criticized, like what happened for Game of Thrones.
No, but Game
Okay,
of Thrones,
but
the
guys-
writers, the sorry, just 1 second, TV. The actors said they shot 3 or 4 different endings just so that it doesn't get leaked out. They
Yes.
did 4 different endings, and then the writer decided which one he wanted to fucking go with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hang on.
Sorry, go ahead,
Okay, have any of you seen Boardwalk Empire?
No.
I started it. This is one with Buscemi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, it's a fictitious look at a real gangster, right? At a real politician was a gay. But anyways, the ending. Spoiler for anybody who didn't know the ending. He gets shot in the end. The kid that he helped save, the little boy he helped save, whose father he did in, comes back and shoots him. And at the end of it, you see you see him falling, and you see his younger self fall into water, jump into water, and he's swimming. Because what they used to do when they were kids back in the day, rich men would throw silver dollars in the water. All the boys would go out, and if they could find a silver dollar, the one who found the silver dollar would be the lucky one, right? So he falls into the water and he finds a silver dollar. Right? Watch this. This Irish guy say, "Okay, I think that's a representation of his dreams and what he really wanted." Man, he's dead. He's fucking dead. That's it. He's done. He's dead. The fuck you? What are you interpreting? That's a closure. That's closure. That's an ending. Because
Right.
this guy, this was a great character. You really got behind him when he was up there and he built himself up to being the main bad guy. You were there when he fell. You were there. You were with him, and you saw his fall. You saw him get shot 6 times, twice in the face. To the Irish guy who said that he didn't believe it and he thought he was falling into his dream. Shut up. Twice in the face, 6 times in the body. He's falling. And boom, he just like the Sopranos thing, right? Like when you die, you don't hear the bullet come. He fell, and boom, his interpretation of death or afterlife was he jumps into the water and he sees a silver dollar and he goes to reach for it, and it keeps going down, but then he sees a brighter light. He goes towards the light. All this other speculation is bullshit. I'm sorry, but that to me represents the guy has died. He's moved on. His character is done.
But you've got closure.
It's a closure. You get the final. But for fuck's sakes, man. I don't like Zolf. I don't want to interpret it. Okay?
Yeah, I don't.
I don't want to fucking interpret it. If
That's
you're gonna
right.
read me, no, it's like reading a bedtime story to a kid. Going, then Robin Hood and his merry men. 10 o'clock, and you walk away. It's just like, what?
I think
What?
that's what happened with these fucking writers. Their
like,
parents didn't finish the story.
I get the fact that you build up the character, you have a great ending this season, that season, whatever this episode, you get to a point where you thought of everything. Let me share a secret with you. Hire new writers. The fuck are you doing? Don't sit there and fucking don't sit there and tell me, oh well, you know what? When it goes to black, that's what it means, because hire new fucking writers. Just tell me he got shot. Like, give me a little fucking scene where, you know what? He looks and sees the guy come in the bathroom, then looks away, and thank you, dog. And he sees blood in the sink. Like, we see blood hit the sink. And the water washes away the blood. Yeah, like the Incredible Hulk. Like, every fucking weekend you watch a guy walk off. Don't give me this fucking artistic bullshit of, you interpret it. Let me take it back to a Zolf moment. That's like getting head. Then she starts, you interpret it. No, finish the fucking job! What are you doing?
Yo, TP, let me just correct you there. Just touch it. That's it.
Touch it, feel it, man.
How about that point? Just like, hey, is this done? Thank you.
Look how high.
What happened?
Thank you for the memories.
Strong breeze.
Dead puppies.
Oh, fuck. Okay, stop, so. Okay.
It's not working.
Too far.
No,
So we will be at Niagara if anybody is interested. I will be at Niagara with my homies here on November 27th for Food for Thought comedy show at Taps Brewery, which is located at 4860 Niagara Street. Fact check that. I could be wrong with the address.
4680.
Was that?
4680.
4680. There you go. Niagara Street. We'll be there. Dinner's at what time, Barry? 6? Doors open at 6. Dinner's at 7. Show's at 8.
No.
You're
so smooth.
You're
so
fact
smooth.
checks. Just
Let's put it this way.
Why go to
Doors
all
open at
this
5.
information?
Doors open at 5. Dinner is
go.
at 6. Show starts at 7.
Show
And
starts
for
at
those
7. You
out
got
there
at
who
8.
thought
You'll
we
see
were
Dave.
doctors,
If you get there at 8, you have to interpret Dave's closing joke. So.
And
Don't
for
be
those
late.
out there who thought we were doctors, Zolf has just proved, no, we're not. Okay?
Clearly not certified.
Not a doctor.
Certified. I applied, and when they told me we got to cut people, I fucking withdrew my application right away. I'm like, biology? Yeah, fuck that. I'll learn it.
Some gangster in the back room. It's like, yo, you said cut people? Yo,
You
I
know
got
what I'm
this, son.
yeah. Sorry.
Who you want me for cut? I go cut him, you know. I cut him.
Scalpel? No, that's too small. You need a machete.
Move the backside.
Here we go.
Oh my God. Dave, what's your
Dave,
thoughts
the
on
black
this
people
one?
are taking over the show again.
Well, I mean, like, my only thing with Game of Thrones,
Mhm.
and I really wish there was, like, I don't know, source material or like an original book or story that they could have followed and, you know,
Oh.
read before they decided to write the finales.
I
I
think
also wish that they spent money on lighting to light that big battle scene, because, you know, staring at a dark screen for an hour and a half was like there were points in times where I was like, fuck, I forgot to turn on my TV.
Ooh,
Yeah.
good. Cold-blooded.
so. Dave,
But
okay.
no, I mean, like, The Sopranos, you know what? I took it for what it was. All right, it ended. You know, there's been a number of shows and movies and everything else where I was kind of like, you know, at the end of it going, well, that was a waste of fucking time.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like, if you've ever seen the movie called Downsizing, fucking time that is.
Oh.
That has to be one of the worst fucking movies ever
There was-
put out.
There was a
Wasn't
highlight
there-
in it. there was one actor who stood out about. He had one scene, but he was
At the
so
bar, the
pivotal.
bar scene.
Yeah, he was an amazing actor.
Patrick Gallagher. He's fucking phenomenal. He's he played Genghis Khan in the Night at the Museums, and he's been on a bunch of stuff. I think now he's on Open Sky. He was in Captain Marvel.
No, not that guy. There was one other guy though.
No, he was
6'4".
that was him.
Yeah, he was tall, man. He had a red shirt on. He had his glasses on top of his head. He had
Yes,
yeah.
and he was
lines
holding
there
a
with
cue
Matt Damon.
stick.
Yeah,
Was
he had
holding
a
either
beer
a
in his
cue
hand.
stick or a beer.
No, he had a beer in his hand. They were talking, and he was asking.
Side profile.
Who was that other actor that did the Mad? Anyways, I can't remember. I can't remember.
Right.
Mad Damian. Mad Damian.
Not
Matt Damon.
Right, and he was short, and then there's other guy.
But the other the
Was
tall
like,
guy was like he
humongous,
stood
big
out.
guy.
Yeah,
stood
man.
out.
I remember the red shirt and the glasses, man.
You know
Those
what?
were fly.
That guy should have been on Game of Thrones. That guy was
That guy
phenomenal.
should have been
He
mounted.
would have cleaved somebody for sure.
He
Yeah,
would've-
that
you know
guy
what I'm
should have
saying?
been mounted.
Yeah.
That
Fucking
guy would.
powerful.
Yeah.
Regardless. But no, I mean, like, there's always, points and times where you're kind of sitting there going, well, that was shit. Like The Walking Dead. They've done enough changes from the comic books so that, it does keep people interested.
Yeah.
And however they're going to end that, I mean, like, I don't want to burst anybody's bubble here, but I mean, like, Daryl's going to die. I know that. Daryl's getting out of the show. And for all those people for all those people
What?
Why
did you say that?
he was never actually a character. He was just literally written for the TV series.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yep.
actually
I didn't
was
know
because
that.
I have all the comic books.
He was never part of the cast, if you will.
If I can just interject, he was written in as a cross between Carl's father. Oh gosh, the guy that's not in the show anymore, the lead actor. Anyways, he was written in as a yes, he was written in as a cross between Rick Grimes' friend, and his brother, the guy that his brother who actually dies. But the guy wanted Norman Reedus in the show so bad, so he said, "I'm going to write you in."
Oh, wow. Yeah. And made him a biker.
Sorry, Dave.
And gave him an own show in Amazon.
Yeah,
Yep.
and you know what? He's going to be in Boondock Saints 3.
Yep. I know people got mixed things on that, but I'm watching it, man. Yep, that's gonna add to my collection.
Hell yes.
I noticed on IMDb they had like a lot of the superhero stuff that was being planned and filmed and in pre-production and in post-production and all that stuff, and it's like,
I know a lot of fans are screaming for him to play Ghost Rider.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
yeah. Fans want Norman Reedus to play Ghost Rider.
Or they want Clint Eastwood's son to play Ghost Rider. Or they want Clint Eastwood's son, Scott Eastwood, to play the new Wolverine.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. But back to your point, Zolf, I'll say this. I think what's happening with the studios is they should put something in there for the writers. If you're pitching a brand new show, and I don't mean a regurgitated show like the 4400 Club, how they're doing it again, or the Wonder Years, how they're doing it again. They just went from a white cast to a black cast. I'm like, okay, I understand all about giving minorities a shot and more movies and more TV shows. Yes, I'm all for that, but then give them something original. That's all I have to say at that point, right? Don't redo a TV show after it's still within a generation.
This does not really help.
Right. What I'm saying is, if you have a writer and the writer goes and you pitch a show to any network, you always say what's going to happen in your show. You have your characters, you have how the show starts, have an ending. Have an ending ready for one of two reasons. One, if the show goes as long as you want it to and you give it a proper ending, people are happy because you have the ending already prepared. If the show is going to get canceled because of low ratings, instead of leaving it hanging out there like Treadstone that I was really invested in, right? Have the ending, so at least you get the ending. Yeah, that pissed me off big time. Okay, I love that show and it pissed me off. So have an ending ready to go. having an ending, even if it gets cut, you're still going to have some fans and people are going to be happy. Don't go in there and say, here's my characters, here's the beginning, how are you going to end it? I'll figure it out as it goes along. No, it's not a work in progress.
Yeah.
Have your ending, have your beginning, have your ending, have your characters, and say, okay, well, this character's not going to be there because by the end, this character's going to be gone partway through. See, like, for example, Sons of Anarchy. Beautiful.
Oh, beautifully written.
Had a
Beautifully
beginning.
written. Closed property. You got closure. You know exactly what happened with him. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
And with everybody, it had an ending. And his ending was, even as we comedians would call it, a callback. The
Yeah.
ending had a callback from many points throughout the season. So you go in there, you have your beginning, have your ending. Have the ending ready. If the show's going to go, if you plan 6 seasons in your head and the studio tells you, well, we're only going to give you 2, have your ending. Drop off some of those filler heads in between. Because we want to have, you don't want to be sitting there, watch a TV show and then doing homework, right? We work at work. If you're a student, you do homework. You want to get in there to escape and have a moment. You don't want to sit there. You want to think, but you don't want to have to overthink of saying, well, it could have been this, it could have been that. It's not multiple choice.
Yeah. Abracadabra all the way.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. Like,
That's it. That's all I got to say about that.
And if you name a show something,
Mhm.
don't drag it out for 9 seasons for a 4-minute clip.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah. Wow, Dave's reading my mind.
Yes.
Look, I met your mother. This lovely lady. She's here. And she died. So, I'm going to go bang your Aunt Robin again. And not only that, to be honest with you, I honestly think Bob Saget could have did a better job.
Yeah.
Because he was the narrator.
Yeah.
Hey.
And with his humor,
So,
with his
like,
humor,
Dave, you know me. I catch this shit late.
with how they perceive him to be and how he really is, could have dug deep.
Just like my cousin Hardeep.
Oh no.
every fucking week we hear about Hard Deep.
Yo, one day
Hardeep
I'll
will
bring
show
in
up on the
Hard
show.
Dick.
Put deep.
One day I'll bring in Hard Dick.
Don't see him. We hear about him, but we never see him, man. What are you trying to say?
It's like,
Does he have a season where he doesn't finish either himself? Ha ha ha.
What was Tim Allen's neighbor on?
Oh,
Oh,
my
Wilson,
God.
Wilson.
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 Or one of those characters that you always hear of, but you never see. Wolowitz's mother on.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Howie!
Howard! All I'm going to say is Lufa, because, oh my God, there was one episode. Okay, leaving alone.
But yeah, but
Okay,
that's
good.
Oh my God.
All right,
my God,
so
my God.
we're going to end this